Hey guys, welcome back to Sun Crypto. In today's content, we're going to talk about BTC and we're also going to talk about Ethereum and EOS. All right. So in today's content, let's start off with BTC, at least for the short term, right? So regarding BTC, we're looking for another target to the upside above 10K area, but it is not going to be easy basically to break 10K level. All right. So let's dive into the lower degree first thing first. The lower degree, take a look at the 15 minutes. 15 minutes, we could be completing the correction unless we're going to be making a triangle, right? But as of now, we already got a flat correction, so it is basically a continuation pattern. So we anticipated this move down to just about like a low 97, push back up to like a low 10K, another drop down to low basically low 97. So what I'm expecting from now on, we could be pushing back up with a very impulse wave to the upside. A very aggressive wave could give us a 1-to-1 extension of the previous wave. If you pay clear attention, you can see like we already got this move. We got this move from this point to that point. If we make the same extension, we could be expecting like almost like 11.2 to 11.5, but 11.2 to 11.5 going to be a very aggressive target to the upside. First thing first, we just have to respect resistance, right, which is just about like a 10.5 to like a 10.5 to 10.7 level. So we're going to be anticipating a move up, a very strong like an impulse wave move up to like a 10.5 to 10.7. If we break it, we're going to update the next target to the upside, but we got a potential to hit like 11K, so you just got to keep that in mind. If you're looking for a short opportunity, you would at least wait for basically confirmation before shorting like above 10.5. all right, so 10.5 to 10.7 going to be like the the resistance. And if you take a look at it on the weekly basis, for BTC, we have not basically closed above 10.5 since like August. Last time we closed on a weekly basis above 10.5 was like the week of July 29th, when we closed above like just about like 11K, right? I remember the same exact date, right? Because like as now we basically the weekly candle, the daily candle closed, like a BTC started to pump to the upside, but we finally afterward dropped, right? So let's keep that in mind. Last time we closed above 10.5 was just about like a July 29th, and then we pushed the upside up to like a 12K level, and then basically capitulated down all the way down to like a 94 to a 95 level. So it's been over like almost 8-9 months since like we closed above 10.5. Even though we retested the 10.5 area a couple of times, back in October, we did not close above it. As you can see, like we got a 40% pump, but could not on the weekly basis, could not close above 10.5. We closed just about like 94. all right, so from like a low, from like a December 2019 low, just about 64, up to like a 10.5, we also just closed above like a 10.1. We just closed just about like a 10.2. We could not close above 10.5. So it is very, very critical. I know most analysts looking for 10.5, but it is very, very important to pay clear attention to these current levels, basically 10.5, 10.9, and basically 11.5. These are the level we could be looking for, at least for the short term, for BTC to attempt to retest within the next few days, few weeks, right? All right, so let's dive into the lower degree again. So if you take a look at the lower degree, once again, BTC is basically replicating the same move it made previously. As you can see, this is a flat correction, right? So if I zoom in, let's do this. It is the same exact structure we basically replicated once again. Okay, so it is the same exact move, just on the lower degree. That's why I'm expecting like a 1-to-1 extension of this move, even though the correction is not as big as the previous move. So 1-to-1 extension could be very, very aggressive. So a possible 50% extension, 0.618 extension is also feasible, right? So let's do this. Exactly, 50% to 0.618 gonna take you just about like this level of 10.5 to 10.7, right? right, just about like a 10.5 to 10.7. So it is something that we just have to basically keep in mind in order to basically be very cautious for the next strong push to the upside, right? So now let's take a look at the macro scale. Right, on the 5-day chart, as you can see, we're still expecting another leg down from BTC. So once again, we got a WXY correction on the macro scale. You got the W, X, and Y correction. That's what we're looking for on the macro scale. And we said on the lower degree, not lower degree, but from like a 14K level, we're looking for a W, okay, X, Y, X, and Z. Okay, so if we break this 10.5 area, we're just gonna have to count it differently, right? It is still going to be a WXY correction, but it's not going to be a WXY/XZ correction, because you already broke this if we break this basically a 10.5, we cannot call it a WXY/XZ correction, but we're just going to call it a WXY correction, just like this W, right, X and Y correction, right? So it is something like we just have to basically keep in mind, at least for the short term, right? So the first move to the downside, the initial move to the downside, going to be your W. Okay, so this entire move going to be a three-way move pullback, and this move going to be your X if like we break a 10.5, and then we're going to call this one Y. Instead of having like a WXY/XZ correction, we're just going to have a WXY. So hopefully it makes sense, right? So so pay attention to BTC, target to the upside 10.5 to 10.7, and then we could be looking for a possible retracement down to the daily 21 EMA. All right, so daily 21 EMA, let me just add it to the chart. Daily 21 EMA is currently at 85.80. So by the time we basically hit like a 10.5 to 11K range, it's going to be pushing to the upside up to like a 9K possibly. So we could be looking for a possible retracement all the way down to like a 95 or so on, right? So it all depends on volatility. Not saying like we're going to hit 10.5 and then drop back down to 9K, but if we basically move sideways for a couple of days or so on, right, it's going to give time for your daily 21 EMA to catch up, and then if we dip down, we're most likely going to get some support level. Regarding volume, we don't have any sort of like a selling pressure, at least like on Coinbase, so I don't see like why the bear is going to be stepping in at least for the short term. So bears basically looking very, very weak. Okay, they're looking very, very weak as of now, right? So let's move on to Ethereum. So Ethereum, I just want to talk about Ethereum on a weekly basis. So as you can see, Ethereum 1 moving average, we just have to pay attention to. It is going to be our 25 MA. We said it multiple times, if we close above this 169, Ethereum going to be bullish. It is going to be a long position. Don't try to short it. It is still bullish, all right? Even though we're moving above our 100 EMA, and I said not quite yet. Okay, I was saying like if we close above this 100 EMA, which is just about like a 225 215, you guys remember 220 to 216 was our target for Ethereum if we close above 169. So now we got to close above this 215 within the next few days and try to retest like a 270 to 260 level, and then basically start to look for some possible reversal pattern. So Ethereum macro scale target, right? Not macro, but next few weeks targets, you could be looking for like a 250 to 270 range. Depending on volatility, we might go all the way up to like a 270 range. So I'm looking for this top for Ethereum. We just got to be able to break like a 215 within the next few hours, few days, and then we could be looking for a possible reversal. Basically, if like we get rejected, of course our 25 MA, which been like a very, very important recently for Ethereum, it is currently at 177. Okay, 177. If we get any like a dump or something like that, you could be anticipating 177 to 180 to basically be supporting the price within the next few few hours, I mean few days or so on, right, depending how the dump going to look like, right? So in terms of like a lower degree, we got a WXYXZ correction. So we got this correction, we got WXYX. It's a WXY correction, not a WXYZ, but just a sample WXY correction, because EOS got a WXYXZ correction. We did not break the Y correction, right? So it is a flat, but it is coming out with a 333 wave. So we could be looking for another move to the upside for Ethereum. All right. So we already break this channel for Ethereum, right? So I was looking for Ethereum to retest this move to make it a WXYXZ, but it basically broke this level. So we could be looking for at least to retest the 225 range, and then basically further move to the upside. So next target for Ethereum, at least for the short term, like a short-term target, you could be looking for like a 220 to 225 level. Current price of Ethereum just like a 213, right? If we get rejected in that area, I'm going to update the price within the next few days or so on, right? So let's take a look at EOS. My EOS is looking great in terms of like a correction. I don't trade EOS very much, but it is basically not looking bad at all. So EOS basically let's see, EOS completed right there. Okay, so EOS, that's what I'm looking for, at least for the short term. I was expecting like Ethereum to basically complete the same move with the WXYXZ correction. EOS basically completed a WXYXZ correction, broke this trend line, so I'm looking for a retest of the top, not trying to be greedy with EOS and then looking for like a $5 and so on, right? So I would be looking for a possible resistance along this area of 310 to 220, 310 to 320 range. Okay, $3.10 to $3.20 range, at least for the short term. So let's take a look at EOS on a daily basis. EOS on a daily basis, we basically just facing resistance just about this level of 100 EMA. So if you're looking for it's not financial advice, guys, so once again, make sure to do your own research. I'm just giving you I'm just showing you what the market could be doing, and make sure to do your own research once again. All right, so do not trade based on these targets, because I'm just telling you what the market is. I'm just showing you my opinion and what the market could be doing within the next few days. So if we get a close above like a 2.9, which is basically our target, like $3 range, we could be facing some further move to the upside. And you can see like a EOS next resistance going to be just about like almost $4. Okay, that's another 20% move to the upside. And in terms of BTC, right, EOS is very, very bearish versus BTC, but EOS USD is kind of bullish. That put like a BTC in a very good spot. So that's what I'm saying, like we just have to be very careful. If BTC basically hit like a 10.5 to 10.7 area, even though it is our target, we just got to be cautious, because it could be very bullish. Okay, if EOS looking to make another move to the upside, another 30 to 40% move, but EOS BTC doesn't show a 30 to 40% move. EOS BTC is basically showing like another basically 20-30% drop. So it is something like you just gotta keep in mind. Let me show you EOS BTC, right? So as you can see, EOS BTC basically even broke the March capitulation low, which is like a very, very bad, okay, versus BTC. You can see like the low, we already broke it. It's not looking good at all, guys. It's not looking good at all. And if you're looking for a target to the downside versus BTC, you could be looking for a swing low to swing high, right? And you could be looking for 1.27 to 1.41 range. Could go all the way down to like 1.618 if you're basically very bearish, but you could be looking for like 1.27 to 1.41, which is going to be like a 25,000 to like a 23,000 range. So that's also another basically 20% drop. So if EOS is going to be dropping 20% versus BTC, it means like a BTC has to go up at least 20%. Okay, it means BTC has to go up at least 20%. And EOS USD is bullish, so it makes things very, very complicated. you know, for the bears, at least for the short term. So if you bearish on BTC, you got to be extremely cautious, at least for the short term. All right, guys, that's all I wanted to cover today. I'm just gonna go back to BTC and recap it very shortly. So BTC, basically we're looking for, you know, 10.5 to 10.7 level, and we got a possibility to break 10.5 to 10.7 and hit like 11k, but would be just cautious. As you know, as soon as we hit 10.5 to 10.7, you just gotta be cautious, because if the bears basically wants to step in, they can basically be stepping in this range. All right, so that's all I wanted to cover. Thanks a lot for watching. Make sure to hit the likes, make sure to subscribe to our channel. If you want to join our public Telegram group and our premium group, you can basically do so by basically clicking the link in the description. All right, guys, thanks a lot for watching.